Hey guys, news cycle here. So anti-Hamas slogans shouted at Gaza protests against the war in a rare show of dissent. Demonstrators could be seen calling for Hamas to go outside in one video verified by NBC News, which shows scores of people amassed in the city of Beit Lahia. In a rare show of dissent, anti-Hamas slogans were shouted at by some protesters. A bunch of people gathered in northern Gaza to call for an end to the war. Demonstrators could be seen calling for Hamas to go outside in one video verified NBC News show, which scores of people Hamas to see the Beit Lahia. And most people were calling for an end to the 17-month conflict in Israel's offensive, which has seen more than 50,000 people killed in Hamas run enclave since October 7, 2023, according to Palestinian health officials. Israel launched its offensive in Gaza after the Hamas-led October 7th terror attacks, which about 1,200 people were killed, 250 people were taken hostage, according to Israeli tallies. And we don't want destruction. We don't want war. We want to live. And one man can be heard saying in another video shared on social media and verified by NBC News, showing cases scores of people amassed in the city of Beit Lahia in northern Gaza on Tuesday. Children were also pictured carrying signs saying that they refused to die in a rally in the city, and much has been reduced to rubble during the conflict. And others in the crowd, which appeared to be mostly upper men, shouted Hamas out, Hamas terrorists, according to the Agence France Presse news agency, which had at least one reporter on the scene. And it was not immediately clear who organized the protest, but NBC News crew on the ground reported plans were circulating for further demonstrations on Wednesday, and Hamas did not immediately respond to a request for comment from NBC News. While there were small protests calling for the end of the war in Gaza, Tuesday's demonstration appeared to be the biggest since the start of the current conflict, and Israel has routinely called for Palestinians to mobilize against Hamas and maintain a land, air, and sea blockade on enclave since Hamas took power in 2007, following Israel's withdrawal from the territory after 38 years of occupation. The levels of discontent are hard to gauge. A poll released in September by Palestinian Center of Policy and Survey Research, a think tank based in the occupied West Bank, found support for Hamas in the Gaza Strip to be at 35% compared to 38% 3 months before. And Israel resumed airstrikes, ground operation in Gaza after one of a 42-day ceasefire deal with Hamas ended on March 1st, since more than 700 people had been killed in the enclave. Negotiations on second stage, a truce deal were meant to be 16 days after stage one, but this did not